I was curious one time sitting thinking, what do we feel? 6.5 billion people in the world, everybody falling in love, everybody loved before or will fall in love. That's the feeling what nobody can escape. So I tried to make my, started to do my research about that, and I was thinking that what's the explanation if I feel the same way as other people feel, and how it's brings us together, and how two people can meet and they actually, like for example, how people find each other, how they like this look or something like that. Basically, what I found out that's hormones, what's inside us, and these hormones, they just for every particular person, they are so different, and it's also kind of like magnetic field between people. That's when you see your person, you know that it's your person from the crowd. So people dance, people fight, people die for love. I was doing the research and I found out a lady, Helen Fisher, she's an anthropologist, and she had kind of a scientific explanation of that field. She and her colleagues trying to find an answer for these questions, what is love? So they took 46 people for the experiment, and they took 46 people who said that they were madly in love. And they put them in a functional MRI scanner, and 17 who were madly in love, and they've been accepted by the people who they love, and 15 who were just dumped. And what they find out, before they put the people in the MRI, they ask the important questions. For example, how long of the day time it takes you to think about the person? Would you die for this person? And of course, everybody was saying, I'm thinking about the person who I love all day and all night. And and they also asked if you would die for this person. Of course, everybody said yes. So they scanned the pictures, and the interesting thing was fine. They found an activities in lots of brain regions, and the most important brain regions that become inactive is the same when you feel the rush of the cocaine. So they become to realize that this is not an emotion, it's a drive. It's a craving drive. Like you want a piece of chocolate, or like you want something. And it's more powerful than a sex drive. So they found 3 forms of love. First one is lust. It's responsible for the sex drive and libido. Second, it's attraction. That's what we call romantic love. It's an early stage of intense romantic love. And third stage is attachment, deep feelings of union with the long-term partners. Love can start off with all these 3 feelings. Some people have sex and some fall in love. Some feel a deep feelings of attachment to another, which then turns into romance and then sex drive. So love is when the beloved one takes a special meaning for you. Like for example, in the parking lot, his car looks different from any other cars. Or for example, this person holds the wine glass different than anybody else. So the romantic love is strongest from all the above. If you casually ask somebody just to go to bed with you, they refuse, you don't slip into depression or commit suicide. But if you ask somebody who you love and you've been rejected, that's when people that's what drives them crazy. So both men and women lose physical attractiveness is a measure of how good another person is. Men often tend to value attractiveness more than women. In MRI brain scanner published in 2004 by the Rutgers University, in the early intense stages of falling in love, there were clear differences in male and female brains. Men tended to show more activities in 2 regions in the brain. One was associated with the integration of visual stimulation, and the second was associated with the erection. Women, on the other hand, in these early stages exhibit increased activity in several regions of the brain associated with the memory recall. The biologists saying that the evolutionary source was in the need for females to identify the male whose behavior over the suggested time, they would help together kind of like raise the offspring. So dopamine is the hormone in our body which is responsible for the feeling of love. Scientists find out that dopamine is active only from 18 to 3 years. So basically, that's how much the love lasts. So, and it's another interesting thing that the strongest love is between mother and kid. And it's another experiment was made that lasted 35 years. The professors of the Harvard University took a few people and asked them how their own perspective, if they loved by the parents or not. So 35 years later, they took the same exactly people, and those people who thought when they were young that they were loved by the parents, it's actually only 25% had a physical disease. And those people who said they weren't loved by the parents, 87 of them were diagnosed with a physical disease. So that's a very interesting thing. I guess the world was empty without love, so yeah, yeah, definitely. What were you